Good morning, friends. I am Professor Ashishsoti on a mission to help society to solve their problem with innovation, rather systematic innovation. So today we are going to discuss another problem which we used to face as a manufacturing industry, as an educational industry, or a service industry. The problem is how to reduce cycle time. So how to play with time. Time is most valuable, and because of time even you'll see that many problems occur because of not taking appropriate action on right time. So you'll find out that many of the Six Sigma projects are also done to reduce the cycle time or to improve productivity by reducing the time, or in a service sector you'll see the problem how to deliver something on time. So how to play with time? So again, this is the concept which is based on the theory of inventive problem solving TRIZ, and based on my research that I have find out that what kind of problems if we face, then what are the possible solutions are there. Like we were discussing in the previous video, that if a doctor knows what are the symptoms, he give medicines, especially in homeopathy. So the same thing we try to do here. We try to understand the problem. The problem is how to reduce time, how to reduce the cycle time, or how to deliver a product or service on time. And the principles which is based on TRIZ, the standard principles based on US patent system, and based on add-on study and analysis of my research, I have find out that any kind of contradictions with time can be removed by using some of the standard principles. Those standard principles you note it down in the order. That is, if you are facing such kind of problem, you try to find out solution out of these principles. The principle number one is principle number 10. The first principle is principle 10. It is able to solve your around 11% of the problems. Principle number 35. It solves around 10% of your problems related to time constraint. Principle number 18. It again is able to solve around 9 to 10% of the problems. Principle number 28. It is able to attack 8% of the problems. Further, principle number 4, 5, 20 are able to attack around 5% of the problems. Principle 24, 26, and 34 are again able to attack around 4 to 5% of the problem. So combinedly, if we are having the problem of time constraints, problem of cycle time, problem of delivery of a service on a right time, we can use either of these principles, but it is recommended you use the principles in order. Principle 10, I'm repeating it again. Start with principle 10, then 35, then 18, then 28, then 4, then 5, then 20, then 24, then 26, and then 34. Combinedly, this is going to solve your around 70% of the problems related to this. Has been happening in past, so you can also do it in present also. Okay, I'll just tell you one of the example. Like the first, I am talking about the principle number 10, which is going to solve around 11% of the problems. Now, what is principle number 10? It's simply a common sense. In fact, the what is principle 10? It says take prior action. I'm repeating it, take prior actions. So if you take prior actions in any process or in service before it's actually taking place, you are going to reduce the cycle time. This used to happen if you try to compare service sector like a well established restaurant and with a particular or simple roadside dhabas, or a restaurant which is not having that standard working procedures. Service sectors Like hospitals, you will find out that there are hospitals which are very fast in delivering the service, but there are very many number of hospitals you will find out this the delivery time is very slow. You will be attended after a lot of delay. If you move with a patient, it takes a lot of time to fill up the form, doing different kind of formalities. Similarly, you can find out many simple examples, like suppose you want to get your punctured vehicle repaired. So you'll find out what is the product now people are using, the man who is puncture man is using. And even you can do repair your punctures of your vehicles within your capacity within your house, because now the kind of systems they are having, it is based on prior actions. The device, the product, the repairing mechanism is now having a product which can repair the vehicles before, or you say it is pre-made kind of material has come, so you can install it and your puncture can be placed properly. Similarly, you pick up many of the things. One of the problem when I am trying to solve in a manufacturing industry, we have find out that they are putting a lot of efforts to collect small things and then assembling them to make a big system of an electronics device. Now, those small things, if properly organized and pre-organized and delivered with the automated mechanism, what we have done there, so their cycle time reduced tremendously, because orientation of that small component is very important. If you keep it pre-oriented in a particular direction, then assembly time of the operator reduces. So similarly, you can find out many of the things you can achieve by prior action. Like you are very much fond of foods which are pre-cooked, like you're using noodles, Maggi noodles. Why it is so? Because it is reducing the time to prepare the food, so it's easy to prepare for especially the students who are residing in hostel. They can use it and they need not required to prepare food for hours together. So many products can be designed, many services can be designed based on this concept of prior actions. And definitely an existing industries, like a manufacturing industry, a service industry, a service sector, an hospital, any kind of hospital, an educational institute, or you can say the different varieties of the things what you can think of. Any kind of such of kind of business organizations can change their success based on this prior action principle. Similarly, if a student, if you're preparing or you're appearing for a person some competition, or you're doing some studies, then also prior action sometime are very important to improve your studies. Prior action is also very important if you're doing research. So this is very important principle. I again repeat it. If you are having any problem related to time management, cycle time, delivery time, then use standard principle in order: principle 10, 35, 18, 28, 4, 5, 20, 24, 26, 34 to solve your 70% of the problem, which has done in the past and is a reason to get number of patents in past. So thank you all for listening to me, and stay tuned. And those who are interested to learn more and more can send their request to join my special group for innovative pupils. I will be making a community of innovators where people can innovate and solve their problems by themselves without wasting the resources or too many resources from the nature. Thank you all. Wish you all the best.